Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Iron Man the Armored Avenger Hulkbuster Iron Man action figure set by Hasbro. This set was first released in February of 2011, and I found this set at a Toys R Us for $17.99. Now, the Iron Man Armored Avenger line follows the Iron Man 2 movie line, and this Armored Avenger line is tied to the movie lines, even though it's not tied to Iron Man 3. But it is part of the movie line. You can see here at the top, it's got the Marvel Studios above the Iron Man, the Armored Avenger, and also has the Avengers Assemble, I guess, logo, and has two other movie tie-ins, the Thor and Captain America. So this is in a way a movie line of sorts. I don't know. I doubt that this figure set is a part of a movie figure. Most likely it's a concept series, part of like they had in the original Iron Man movie line. They had some concept series that never made the film. And this particular figure is actually a remold of one of those Iron Man movie line figures. I believe the original mold was the Heavy Artillery Iron Man, which came with this armor and this backpack artillery piece, and was probably a different color. I think it was red and gray, or dark red and gray on there. But this particular Iron Man is painted in red and gold, and also comes with I guess an add-on helmet and the cotton swab firing missile on there. And I guess the backpack is a heavy artillery launcher, and that's a nice nod to the original Heavy Artillery Iron Man figure. Taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see a description here of the Hulkbuster Iron Man, and a picture of the Hulkbuster Iron Man. This one comes with a removable helmet, so a helmet within a helmet on there. And there are other figures from the Armored Avenger line here. We have Iron Man Mark 6, Titanium Man, and War Machine. And I believe these two figures are releases from the Walmart exclusive Iron Man 2 line there. So let's go ahead and take this guy out of the package, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we have the Hulkbuster Iron Man out of the package, and there has been a lot of talk in the community regarding the size of this Hulkbuster Iron Man. A lot of folks in the community think that this figure set is a little too small to be a Hulkbuster. Now, I don't have a Hulk figure to do a size comparison with, so I'm going to compare this figure with another bulky movie line series figure, and just to get a size relation. And this is the movie series War Machine, and I have these guys standing side by side, and as you can see, the Hulkbuster Iron Man is not that much taller than War Machine. It's just barely taller, and it is a lot bulkier with this added helmet, the shoulder, and of course the feet area, but barely taller than War Machine itself. And if I had a Hulk available to do a size comparison, you would quickly notice that the Hulk would tower over this particular Hulkbuster. Now, I don't mind that it's actually smaller than the Hulk. This is not the comic series Hulkbuster. This is I would like to say a concept series from the movie line. And taking a look at the figure here, I like to say it's just not necessary for Tony Stark to build a big, huge, honking piece of armor to combat the Hulk. I like to say it's the power behind the armor that can go toe-to-toe with the Hulk. But other folks may disagree, but anyways. But let's go ahead and take a look at the figure here. You can see the Hulkbuster Iron Man. I have all the accessories on here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this accessory first, which is the artillery pack on here. And you can see one of the cannons here, another, I guess these are smaller cannons or guns, or I don't know sure what they are. And they do rotate on this pack on here, and rotate here, but these bottom ones are ball jointed, so you can actually angle these as well as move them up and down, which is kind of neat. These are bottom ones are almost always pointed downwards. You can't get these horizontal on there unless you really tried, but I can't seem to get them horizontal. They seem to be pointing downwards. So I like to think that when he's flying or in the air, he's actually blasting some bad guys on the ground, or the Hulk on the ground on there. And this particular cannon here does fire that cotton swab of a missile. And the button is right here. It's spring loaded, and when you press down on this button, it'll fire. Fires quite well. On there, it'll probably knock down a Hulk figure on there. And it is detachable on there. There's a peg right there, and pegs into the back of the figure there. And there's a contour on here where it'll only peg into the peg hole in one direction on there. So, but this is the artillery pack on there. And taking a look at the next accessory, which is the helmet on here. Now, taking a look at the helmet, as soon as I put it on the figure, it did bring back a memory of where I saw this design before, and that was in the 4-inch scale Iron Man figures from the, I think it was the Kmart exclusive, I can't remember the name of the pack now, but they had a Hulkbuster Iron Man. But it was this head design attached to an movie Ironmonger body. And so this is, I guess, where they got the concept to put this helmet for this figure here. And you can see it sits on the figure very well. And let me just go ahead and remove it, and you can see reveal the figure here. But this helmet is actually made of a rubbery type of plastic. And you can see right here inside. And I think it's the circumference of this helmet is a little bit smaller than the circumference around the edge of the armor here, so it'll make it a nice tight fit when it wraps around the armor there and placed on the head, so it doesn't easily fall out. So that's kind of neat. And the color actually does blend well. Usually you have the rubberized and hard plastic paints not matching too well, but this one actually matches quite nice on there. It's kind of neat. Taking a look at the figure without the outer helmet here, you can see it's a typical Iron Man helmet here. And you can see some of the designs of the shoulder armor here, which actually move up and down. This one here is a little bit stiffer than this one, and it's made of a rubberized plastic, a little bit stiffer than the helmet on there. You can see the arc reactor here. It's actually nicely applied. It's got some pixelation for the gradient from blue to white there. It's actually, it doesn't pick it up in the video screen, but it's, when you see it with the naked eye, it's actually quite neat on there. Now, I do have some minor problems with this figure, and that's the paint apps on here. Some misapplied paint. This here, you can see some paint slop, which was actually hidden when it was in the package due to the skirt on here. But you have some scratches here and some bleed in certain areas of the gold paint on there. Not too much on there, only noticeable on closer inspection here. You can see not enough gold paint was applied to the edge here. But the paint application is good to excellent overall. So that's actually kind of neat on there. And let's see some more design, and you could see that this is a remold of the Heavy Artillery Iron Man, which was a popular mold because not only was it the Artillery Iron Man, but there was a Subterranean Iron Man that had the same mold, and I believe an Arctic version in the Iron Man 2 series. So this is a popular mold, and I think it was because due to the bulk of the figure here. And but they were all different colors, and they were never the typical Iron Man of colors of red and gold. So this is the first time this particular mold is in the red and gold on there. So, but going over some of the articulation of this figure, the head is on a ball hinged joint, but the head only goes side to side so far because of the edge going around the neck area here to accommodate the helmet here. The head does go up and down a little bit. I mentioned earlier that the shoulder armors do swing up and down on a hinge joint. The arms can go out and in. The biceps swivel all the way around. Double joints at the elbows on here. There are hinge swivel joints on the hands. So the hands can go all the way around and in and out. Not in and out so much because the cuff of the arm is very close to the hand there. So it goes in and out, but not too much. This hand is open while this hand is a closed fist. The torso can go down a little bit, up and back quite a ways. So you can, I guess you could do a flying pose on this. The torso also goes all the way around. No waist articulation. The legs are joined at the hip with the ball hinge swivel joint. So you can go up, down to the back, and moving the ball, you can have the leg go out as well as in. But the half skirt-like portion of this armor, which is made of a softer rubber, does impede it a little bit, but if you really moved it, you can actually get the leg out on there. No mid-thigh cut, I should say, but there is a thigh rotation at the hip, so it can go all the way around. There are double joints at the knees, and there is a hinge swivel joint at the feet, so the feet can go up and down and all the way around. And the cuff to the leg here is made of a softer rubber, except for in the front here, but on the sides and back, so you can actually put the foot down, pointing down, if you actually moved it with a little bit more force on there. Overall, I think it's a nice figure set. I'm a fan of this particular set of armor. It is a little small to be a Hulkbuster by some, and I think it's okay. But overall, I think it's a nice figure, and I think it's a nice addition to add to the armory. But this is my casual peek into the Hulkbuster Iron Man from the Iron Man the Armored Avenger line. Okay, we're back real quick, and I have a question for both myself and the community. When I first purchased this figure set, I was wondering, why did this Hulkbuster Iron Man have a helmet within a helmet? And what I had planned to do when I purchased this set was to replace the inner Iron Man helmet with a Tony Stark head. Now I have two heads here. I have a head from the Marvel Legends 2-pack, and I have a head here from the Walmart exclusive Mark IV. And I'm going to ask the community, which head would you actually prefer on this particular Iron Man? Now, I took a hairdryer and popped off the head on here, and if you look real close, the peg is actually smaller than either hole for this Tony Stark figure, so I'm going to have to fill in the hole here for the head to fit. But I'll go ahead and place both heads on the figure. This is the Marvel Legends 2-pack Tony Stark head on the Hulkbuster, and this is the Walmart exclusive Mark IV head on there. And if you want to vote, just go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll tally up the votes probably at the end of the month, or in a month, I should say. And I'll go ahead and use whichever head that the community prefers. This is the Walmart exclusive Mark IV Tony Stark head. And this is the Tony Stark head from the Marvel Legends 2-pack on there. So go ahead and vote down below, and in a month I'll go ahead and place whichever head the community decides. Thanks for watching.